Hello again, everybody, and welcome to this falcons.ai exclusive tutorial on the ability to pump your resume into a word cloud. So there's been talk around LinkedIn about how people are looking at different ways to view resumes to kind of expedite the process and make it more meaningful, as opposed to these resume tracking systems, or the ATS, what's called application tracking systems. We developed this basic word cloud generator, and it allows you to take your resume or anyone's resume and pump it into a word cloud just for instant impact for what that resume says. If you look here, we have a couple different resumes. So here's a resume text. So then here's 2, and here's 3, right? So this first one is more high level, strategic consultant. The second one is for a software engineer, and the third one is for a business analyst, right? So we're going to look at what we're doing with these 3. So to set it up, basically we have this Jupyter notebook, and it goes through. Here's all of the imports. Of course, I'm setting a couple variables in here. Set the background color, set the height and width, this, that, and the other. And on this first one, we're just going to pump the text file into basically a variable. We're just going to call it data set. Then here are the following commands to set up just different color gradients, things like that. So I created this function that actually takes that string and outputs it into, does the calculation for the word cloud. Word cloud is just basically, a high-level view of words that are most prevalent within that text file. And for our case, this time it's going to be the most prevalent words in the resume. Then we'll come down here. We assign the output of the word cloud, the file name. See, we export the actual file name, a variable, and then we'll pump that variable out so we can actually display it within the context of this notebook. It also is going to write it to this. We just have this clouds directory, right? Subdirectory that it's going to save the word clouds to. So we'll go ahead and run it, and we'll just do all 3, right? So let's run that. We just read the first resume, which was the high-level executive one. Define our function, run our function, and then we're going to display it. And so this is all what was in the first resume. You see MES, which is Manufacturing Execution System, application, Google, see things like that. So that kind of gives you a high-level view on what this person has to offer your company. So now we're going to read resume 2, which was the software engineer. Pump that into this variable, and then we'll display that as well. There are a couple words: science, I'm assuming that's from data science or something like that, application, software, Scrum, Python development, engineer, AngularJS. So this is like I said, a quick cursory glance at this individual's resume. And then now we'll read the one for the business analyst, right? And there you have it. So here I just combined all in one, right? So we just read the resume, generate the cloud, and display it here. And so corporate requirements, budget, analyst, alignment, any town. I'm assuming that's just the random company addresses. And then from here, I just have it where you can display every cloud that was generated. And so if you look, it's right here. These 3 clouds that got generated. So you can actually double click these images and pull up the image right by itself for each of those individuals. That's part of the thing, to be able to capture and keep the images that get generated. This function is going to go through and assign all of the file names to a list, and then it's going to append the list, show each one within the context of the Jupyter notebook window, right? That's pretty much it, but I just went on ahead and said, where you can generate 3 different word clouds based on, any given one. So the last one we did was the business analyst, right? So that's in this data set variable. And so we can have it set to display, 3 different ones for that particular resume. So just to get a take on the three different ones, and then we're going to run it. And right here it goes through and just lists all of the different resumes that we've generated. So that's 4, 3, there's 5, right? So that's just it. Just a quick tutorial on how to get a very high level, or provide someone a very quick snapshot of the contents of your resume without them having to take time to read through and all of that. Now it seems pretty slipshod, but if you look at the shrinking attention spans across the globe today, this may be one way to get your resume in front of the eyes of the people that have the potential to hire you. That's it. Thank you for this. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you here in the future.